Hello, I want to share with you today in this video about how important connection is. Connection is really the key to building a raving fan list, to having amazing clients that you love working with, to being able to really stand out online. Connection is what is the glue that holds your business together. You can take everything I say today and apply it to all the different areas of your business. So for connection on the stage, one of the most important things you can do is to be yourself. And I know that lots of people might look up to different people who are amazing on stage and think, I gotta do it just like them. But the key is to be really authentic, because we all have really good BS meters. And so the people in the audience are gonna detect if you are being fake in any way or putting on a show or whatever it is. So you need to be yourself, and you can have so much fun adding your personality into your speech. That is what's going to build connection. That is what's going to make you memorable, and that is what is going to make people want to book you again, refer you to their friends or other coworkers, and work with you beyond that speech. So the first key to that connection is being yourself. And I have a quick little story about this. I was asked to come and do a full day workshop with about 100 bus drivers. Now, this is definitely not my normal group, and I was feeling a little nervous because I was like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do, and how are they gonna accept me, and are they gonna like me, and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in there and do my thing and be myself and hope that's good enough. So I went in there just being bubbly me and goofing around and having fun. And I am definitely not your regular keynote speaker or workshop presenter. I always add in tons of fun stuff, tons of activities. I get people involved, I get them engaged, and you're gonna learn all those secrets too if you join Center Stage. But as I was up there, by the end of it, because when I first started, I walked in there and all the eyeballs were on me, and they had their hands crossed over their chest, and they were studying me and kind of giving me the cold shoulder a bit, thinking, who is this girl and what is she going to teach us today? And I was a little bit intimidated, but I was like, nope, I'm going to just be myself. And so I went into it just like that, just like I always do. And by the end of the day, let me tell you, those men who were there with their arms crossed, thinking that they were not gonna have any fun, and no matter how hard I tried, they were up dancing Zumba with me, because I love Zumba. And I actually was a Zumba instructor at one time. So I love Zumba, and I infuse different aspects of the things I love, different things that bring me to life, different things that show who I am into my speeches and into my presentations and my workshops and my events. And that is huge. So by the end of it, they were all up on the floor, dancing and getting their groove on with me. And it was so funny because people were walking by and like looking in and so shocked to see all these rough, tough bus drivers getting their groove on with me. And that is the power of connection, of being real and of being yourself. And just to have a little fun, I'm going to infuse a little bit of that into this video. So I'm going to do a little Zumba dance for you. I'll be right back. So sexy, so sexy, you, 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 so sexy. Woo! That was a lot of fun! I hope you got your groove on with me. That would have been fun if you started dancing along with me. So that just goes to show that it is awesome to have fun. It is awesome to be yourself and to infuse you into your speech. That's what's going to make you stand out in your speech and in business. Do more of that. So the second step is really about being conversational. So right now, I'm talking to you just like I would talk to you if you were standing right in front of me, which I wish you were, but because you're not, I'm just making it go like I am. And that's the same way as when you deliver your speech. It can be really hard if you're doing a keynote or speaking to thousands of people. Sometimes you get overwhelmed and you think you just gotta say it just perfectly. And let me tell you, my very first big keynote many, many years ago was for a university. And so I was like, I'm gonna, do this for all these university students and professors, and this is a big deal, a keynote at a university. And so I was all nervous, and when I was preparing, I wrote everything out. I had it like perfect. I had every single sentence down pat. For that entire hour, I was going to have this so perfect. So I worked and worked and rehearsed and read that over line by line, and I memorized the entire thing. And when I got up there, I was like, okay, here I go. But I did okay. It was okay. It was good. And I had lots of wonderful feedback. But I have learned over the years that it's more important to know what you want to say, just like I'm doing on this video. I have 4 main points. That's it. And I wrote a couple little notes down, and now I'm just telling you it. I'm just going with the flow. I'm going with my inspiration because I know what I want to say. I've outlined it really simply, and now it's just going to be me being myself and being conversational, which is going to build that connection. When you are just memorizing something and saying it by rote, people aren't able to really feel you, and you aren't able to be as flexible in your speech. So as soon as I start to feel the goosebump feeling or I get an idea pop in my head, I go with it. And it usually is exactly what someone else needed to hear. So that is why I throw out the memorization and by rote, and I make sure to make it very conversational, because that's what's going to build the best connection. Step 3 is to make sure that you tell your story. So you want to make sure that you are infusing you into your speech. So sharing little bits of your breakdown and your breakthrough moments, sharing how you struggled and how you overcame, sharing funny stories just to lighten the mood. Storytelling is so powerful to build connection. Whether in your business, on your blog, in your interactions, you need to be sharing more stories of your daily happenings, of your big moments, of your hard moments. Being more real, more open, and more vulnerable is going to build huge connection. And again, this is such a big piece of Center Stage. We dive so deep into your story that you come up so clear on your message, on your purpose, on what you want people to really understand and why you are where you are. So stories are huge. So remember, step 1 is be yourself. Step 2 is to make sure that you're making it conversational. And step 3 is to share your story. And the last thing I wanted to just kind of throw out there is to make sure you know your one. And I talk about this in depth, and we go through this in depth in the Center Stage program, but really knowing the one person who needs your message. Every time I take the stage, I go out there with the intention of reaching that one person that I know needs this message, needs it in their soul so that they can make positive changes in their life. And speaking is also a powerful way for you to be able to shift the energy of fear that's welling up inside you before you take the stage. So speaking to the one shifts something in you, because it goes from you focused on yourself like, oh no, I'm going to forget what I'm supposed to say, I'm going to say something really stupid, I'm going to fall on my face, to then I am doing this, I am facing this fear, I am taking this stage because it matters to that person out there in the audience who needs to hear my message, whose life I am about to positively impact. So see how that totally shifts from the ego-based feelings of fear, what am I going to look like, how am I going to sound, am I going to mess up, to then shifting it to I am here to serve and I am going to make a difference in someone's life. Huge shift that helps you to not only connect with the one, but also connect with everyone else in the audience. Very important for you to speak to the one, not only when you prepare your speech, but when you deliver it. Now, those are some key ways for you to build connection. And now it is time for your homework. So I want you to download the amazing, beautiful PDF I have for you, the workbook. And the first thing I'm going to get you to do is to write and describe yourself, and also how your loved ones would describe you. So I want you to list some words, some personality traits, and also some favorite things that you love. And then I'm going to share some examples of how I infuse different things into my speech that are from my personality, that are going to build that connection because I'm just being myself and I'm adding parts of who I am into my speech. And that is really, really crucial to building connection, is really, again, being yourself and adding more of you into your speech. So write that down. And then the next piece is really about your story. So writing out your story. Remember that we go really in depth in Center Stage in this, so just write out a story that you feel will provide connection to what you're speaking about. There's lots of space for you to do so in the worksheets. And then the last one is what we just talked about, is about understanding and describing your one. So that one person who so needs to hear the message that you have to give. Now, I wanted to let you know that after this video, shortly after you watch this video, the cart, that early bird discount cart for Center Stage, will be closing after Valentine's Day. And I wanted to give you fair warning because I don't want you to miss that early bird discount, because I love action takers. I love people who follow their heart, who take courageous action when they know it is right. And so that's how I'm rewarding those, is a great discount. So if you are feeling called to add more speaking through live events, through hosting your own workshops or live events, speaking on other people's stages, being able to do online telesummits or be guest speakers or interviews, all those are categories under speaking. If you feel called to add any of those to your business and you want to do so that you can build your credibility, your connection, add more clients and a whole lot more cash, then I would suggest taking a few minutes to go check out the page that I have dedicated to you. And it is at thecouragerevolution.com/centerstage. And I want you to check it out. If you have any questions at all, please put them in the comments below. Also, I am giving time to you to hop on Skype for 15 minutes to really dive into if speaking is really where you need to be focusing on, how you can add more speaking into your business, and also to answer any questions that you might have about Center Stage and about working with me. So this is a really fun way to get to know me, get to know my personality and my style a little bit more, and to ask freely any questions. And trust me, I am not a big pushy salesperson. I want you to be clear and be able to make the best decision for you if this is a right fit for you at this time. And I know that Center Stage will sell out like it did last time. And I know that it's going to be filled with amazing women who are ready to step into the spotlight and to create a dynamic business, also by adding speaking to their bottom line. So if that sounds like you, take a few minutes, go check it out at thecouragerevolution.com/centerstage. And again, if you have any comments or if you want to set up a Skype session, leave it in the comments below and I will respond with a time that we can get together and discuss how speaking can support you in your business and if Center Stage is fit for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've gotten tons of information that's going to help support you in speaking as well as in your overall business. Building connection is really the foundation of how you're able to get more clients and obviously then get more cash. So those are the next two topics for the next videos, will be how you can use speaking to get more clients and as well sweeten that bottom line. So thank you again for being here. Make sure to post your homework or some parts of it in the comments below so we can share and so I can help and give feedback as well. Remember, check out Center Stage and see if it's a fit for you at this time. I can't wait to hear all of your homework and find out how you're going to add more of you into your speaking and your business to build greater connection. Thank you. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.